There's nothing more representative of well-being than the freedom of flying. And the big news for franchise fans is that Ace Combat 7 returns to the same fictional universe which the fans know and love. Strange Real is not a dissimilar world to ours, but I can see why this setting is so popular. With the fans, there's no overexplored and stereotypical conflicts between the United States and Russia or China, or ironically, a made-up Middle Eastern baddie country called Terroristan or Oil Rack or something like that. So this is quite a politically liberating experience, and I do love a good campaign mode. In a nutshell, the previously warring continents have agreed a peace and are now building a space elevator, one of those space elevators that everyone's been talking about, just to help revitalise the war-torn economies. However, the space elevator creates resentment, as often space elevators will do that. And like two bears babysitting a sausage, the peace does not last long. Take to the skies, boys! There's a lovely balance between arcade and simulator. The game's main controls can be simplified, which is just as well, because I think a load of games just throw you in these days and don't explain everything. Especially a series like this, and for me this is the first time I've played an Ace Combat game. So I'm not asking for a controls map in the sleeve of my hard copy, but like a wee tutorial that gets you comfy with the buttons, whilst maybe dropping a wee payload of the plot right on top of you wouldn't go amiss. Ace Combat does this pretty well actually, with helpful hints and an intuitive style of arcade play. In the main story, you play Trigger, which proves that we really are in a different universe, as this one obviously doesn't have only fools and horses. Trigger is a disgraced fighter pilot who has been falsely accused of a terrible crime, probably calling his commander Dave when his real name was Rodders. I think a lot of gamers nowadays would probably ignore the campaign mode and get stuck right into some multiplayer action, but I love a good story mode, and Ace Combat 7 has got that all-important blurred lines feeling between good and bad. The fictitious national states help you realise that the perceived righteousness is often just a matter of who's got the best propaganda. Add to that a beautiful score that matches stunning visuals, majestic clouds and sunlight, weather effects that engulf you in this flying environment. And I'm not even playing this on VR. Flying in this game is quite simply a pleasure. I'd often have a wee soar about the skies, dropping down low to the ground and creating my own narrative as to who I was or why I was doing this. It just felt good. And that's what games are all about. Feeling good. Being well. Ace Combat 7.
But today, he was really showing his age.